sorry. That just it didn't. That don't sound right. I feel like
That's it. That's how it's supposed to sound. Not that elevator music that we be that they be trying to give us.
yeah, no. We go ahead and get it jumped off real quick. First off, I want to start out by saying this ain't Miami hate week. Miami, stop adding us. Stop sending us silly little trolls because you got a bye week after you play nobody from Gainesville. Nobody's impressed. But the Wahoos apparently felt like Florida State ain't playing nobody this year. This is gonna be their first real football game. You know, far be it from me to not be petty.
This bud is for you. So first off, Paul Feinbaum. I seen your little comment about Florida State don't deserve to be top 10, that they're gonna be unranked at the end of the season. That's cute. That's cute. You got a little something for clicks. Bet your eyebrow, bitch. Bet your eyebrow. Always on TV. Bet your eyebrow.
Why you want people to be out here funny face?
No, this fool would have been looking like a goddamn salamander. Had he bit his eyebrows last year.
Right. Out of all eyebrows that been bet, Troy the only one I seen lose his.
Looking like Cobra Commander.
It didn't matter. But it mattered. The Wahoos, I mean, they you know, when the people say really came out crazy.
Somebody audio messed up.
It's Troy.
Yeah, I think it's Jamal. But you know, you want to wear your 1995 jersey. That's cool. Y'all can't hear my mic?
I think we was getting some background.
Now we can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you know, you want to wear your 1995 jerseys. I want to feel like Tiki Barber is a thing and all of that. First off, it wasn't no replay because clearly Warwick Dunn crossed the goal line. That was a touchdown. But the ACC and NCAA needed somebody else to be better than Florida State for one game. Couldn't just keep rolling off ACC championships after ACC championships. But that's fine. That is fine. For all y'all Wahoos that was thumping your chest and all this, where's your podcasters? Where? I seen you was on with CJ Wilson. I added all of y'all. Ain't nobody bet their eyebrow. Again, be quiet or bet your eyebrow. Oh, but
did you get that at your system?
I did. I was holding that in all day because the number of bet your eyebrow tweets that I sent out in the last 48 hours and crickets. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to fight? Well, then come on.
Not many grown professional people tend to bet eyebrows, but you know,
bet your eyebrow. Otherwise, your fandom ain't real. Again, Rational fans don't sell season tickets. Rational fans don't buy merch. You gotta sell season tickets.
You gotta put the whole
you think it's irrational to buy merchandise for your favorite team?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the irrational people will buy ungodly forms of merch, like who will buy ungodly sums of merch for no reason at all, just cause.
But say half my closet is FAMU and Jacksonville Jaguar gear. I know I'm not rational at all.
So,
you can ask me every year.
I
was going to the Super Bowl, and FAMU been winning celebration ball. I don't give a damn what's going on. I know I'm not rational.
I got 11 Buccaneer jerseys in a box in my living room. It's not an exaggeration. 11.
He has one jersey, and it's absolutely irrational. I can't remember which jersey that was, but there is no rational reason you should have that man jersey. No,
I got the kicker.
Grammatica?
No. The current kicker.
I mean,
and all of them are autographed. All the jerseys
like
I
2
got.
seasons ago, I considered buying a Scobie jersey, and he was a kicker in Jacksonville, so that makes sense to me. I'm sorry, not sorry.
So
John Scobie.
Exactly, and he did not miss.
Let's get all the rational stuff out the window. We don't like it. But that being said,
hell, if Trey Wilhoit had a jersey while he was at FAMU, I would have bought that one too.
Yeah. There's reasons. So a lot of my merch I lost in a previous relationship. We don't want to talk about that.
Pull all the way the fuck up. That ain't even a conversation for these airways.
But it is.
I don't know why I feel like Marlo know more to that story. That's why he started shaking his head.
He does. You might want to edit that part out.
Oh my gosh. This guy.
This guy right here. This guy.
Oh man. So we started SWAC play this week. It's for real. It is absolutely for real. So this week, FAMU, Bama State. It is a lot of people disrespecting FAMU. And I ain't talking about you disrespecting FAMU for a reason. There are reasons why you disrespecting FAMU. But that's fine. That's fine. There are some people who are disrespecting FAMU. Again, FAMU gonna get blown out in Bragg. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot.
Who said it?
Oh, I be in everybody's show and people get in the chat and be getting going crazy. I was waiting on to say something. To say nothing. Doing this thing. I did not realize he was such a professional troll, but he is. He's a professional troll. But we're here.
My fandom is different than other people's fandom. Like
I can't be going to other people's shows, showing out, and then ask them to come on the show a week later. I try to maintain a modicum.
Hey, yes, you can. That's just what it is. If you invite me on your show and say something insane about FAMU, you want me to show up. But that means you can come on my show, and I'm gonna say something equally insane, and you got the floor to show up. You can't get mad if I show out and then be like, nah, you showed out and ain't coming on your show. Like, you don't get to take your ball and go home because you upset. It's the playground.
Well, last week we was in Daytona. And
and Marlo Show was talking shit about them folks in Daytona.
oh my gosh. And I was talking shit to them on their field, standing next to them.
For free.
That stank ass stadium. It smelled like horse shit.
Damn.
Where is the banner?
What you putting that up for? Everybody in the stadium said it.
I mean, they just had a rodeo the night before or something.
I don't know. They said
that would explain horseshit.
they
Yeah.
said something
I mean,
about reclaimed water.
it is rodeo season. We just had one up here a couple weeks ago. So
Well, if that many horses took a shit for a whole stadium to smell like horse shit, it smelled like we were in the throes of a cow pasture that they hadn't been taken care of. That's what it smelled like. But I digress. The hospitality was great. I had some really good boiled peanuts from this lady that was selling them underneath the stadium. That was cool.
They gave us free refreshments. And apparently we missed out. We should have stayed over there at the tailgate. We would have got a fish sandwich.
What'd you say? They gave us some refreshments. They gave you a grocery bag and you had 2 waters and a soda in it.
I can't win. Like, I'm trying my best. I am trying my best to be on my best behavior. And
I'm not. I am not saying nothing that is incorrect or untrue.
I'm not judging you by what you are saying. Am I?
You trying to make it seem like I'm just making some stuff up. Talking about you on your best behavior. I am just stating facts, sir.
Well, at least you're not like the young man said that he wasn't impressed with our defense for Southern. So I like to address him one day.
Was you impressed with the defense?
Am I impressed with our defense?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed with my defense.
Oh, okay.
He said he wasn't impressed. And he's a player that through
what's going on?
Through 4 games, is it 4 games, 3 games? He only has 7 receptions for 105 yards and 1 touchdown. And you supposed to be the top leading receiver for your team.
What? You know what it is? Them Sooners act different.
What'd you say?
Them Sooners act different.
Oh, no. This is the Southern. Ain't worried about them.
Who have you beaten? That's a good question.
Look, tell me who had y'all beaten. Then get back to it. Because last time I checked, I reckon it's better than yours.
I was reading the question from the chat. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Cook. You know what I'm talking about.
And that, my friends, if you don't know, it is officially hate week.
Jeremy, what color blue they gonna wear this weekend?
Oh wow!
Try to start slow with the game of the week, and I'm not saying that the Boombox Classic ain't the game of the week, but right now Southern ain't where we expected them to be. So it's just, but the hate from the fans is still for real. It is.
In any rivalry game is gonna be, it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. So y'all better not go in there thinking Southern finna lay down.
That'd be like being a seagull off of state property. Don't Well, hey,
Boy,
Jamal, what
the
did say?
comments is going hell.
What did say?
Hell.
Hey, Jamal, what did it say? You gonna get down or you gonna lay down?
Believe it.
I have not been to this game. I do not fully understand the
The
complexities
comments
and the
got me
hatred of
wanting.
it. I do
Blue, you could have kept that
understand there is
comment to yourself, Blue.
The comments got me wanting to go to the damn game just to see it.
See,
so,
I want to
I
go
mean,
to the game. The problem is every time the Boombox Classic go on, we always have a game like in Bragg. Like it's not like an away game, so I can say, yeah, I'll pop up there and see what they talking about. We always have like a game in Bragg,
Bro,
so I
y'all,
never get a chance to.
y'all when we play the Boombox Class, bro, y'all
Time out.
always play at Alabama State.
Time out.
I just saw the
Time.
comment about FAMU is the first time for everything.
Hold on,
Hey,
time.
Doc, you're right about that. We always play Alabama State the same weekend.
See, I was playing Alabama State same weekend we played Southern. Now they
I just-
moved this game back to October, to like mid-October. Oh, boy.
Well, mid-October is homecoming, and this year it's my. Not to get off topic, T-Pain is having a free concert on my birthday. I'm gonna have to take my auntie to a T-Pain concert.
That's
The
interesting.
past to a T-Pain concert. Yep.
I don't think that's gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Pretty sure it's not.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
I bought tickets to the concert he having at the Civic Center homecoming weekend, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's too much stuff going on that weekend, man.
Yeah, you say you got tickets to the Civic Center concert?
Yeah, I bought tickets for me and the old lady for the Civic Center concert, but because now she talking about wanting to go to Top Flight that night.
Oh man,
I'm like, babe, we can't do both.
You better get there early.
By the time we get from the Civic Center to the top flight, the line gonna be at the stadium.
Yeah, better get there
early. Well, you know they had that free concert.
It's crazy though that T-Pain really don't have to put out another record or do no album, and he's doing more successful with his damn podcast and streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
T-Pain ain't got nothing else to prove to y'all.
He don't.
But his old music is timeless. Like he don't have to put out a new album. You can go somewhere right now and turn on Dance Floor, I'm in Love with a Stripper, and the whole area gonna vibe. Right. He don't have nothing to prove. That man already put down some of the classic verses in 2010 rap and hip hop. Like he has nothing to prove. Tour and have fun. He did Coachella last year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you a drink. That was one of my favorite songs.
I bet it was true.
Mine was Going Through a Lot with Bone Crusher. That was my shit.
Here we go. We got these somethings up here.
Well, to be fair, the majority of the fans are JSU and Southern fans that clearly like to follow you around and hate on you.
Nah, that should be Crook. Crook follow everybody around and hate on everybody. He just a world-class hater.
Yeah, for a long time, I thought like a Jackson State person or a Bethune-Cookman person because the hate he had for FAMU a few times, I was a little confused. Like, he said something about Southern one day. I was like, you a Southern person? You a Jaguar? I didn't know, but now I know. Now I know.
I mean, then the FAMU hate makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we be beating the dog piss out of them.
We have been
At
ruining
Brad,
this season since we got to the SWAC. So
at
it makes
Bragg,
sense.
or in Southern.
Every year they go. So something we got it, and FAMU will go to Baton Rouge, or they will come to Tallahassee, and they will get beat down. The hate makes sense now.
Now I will say this about Cook. He be a hating ass motherfucker, but when he was when he played football in high school, I seen some of his tape. He was a dog. He was a dog in Louisiana.
He should have played for Southern because they needed that help. Because every time he played,
Come
he
on.
whooped that ass.
Oh God. Oh
I'm just
God.
saying. No disrespect. No disrespect.
We won't be
But
top 10 this week.
we beat that ass.
I remember when Southern folks said that we weren't gonna beat them when Shador left to go to Colorado, and we whooping their ass for the last 6 times.
Man, will y'all stop with this? I'm old. I'm 43. I think I got Stacey Adams 43 years old. What are we talking about? That is not old.
That makes sense. Stacey
I'm
Adams
43. I'm to the LA.
Yeah, LA Fitness hooping.
Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. So no. And I love
I'm old and I'm not 30 yet.
Fuck no. Absolutely the fuck not. He don't even get a bus outside of the basketball stadium. No.
You know this is FAMU. This is FAMU. Jay Gaither, Rudy Hubbard, Billy Joe. No, they don't get statues. We just now giving Humphreys a statue, and he was the greatest president that I know about. It was some other ones, but the one that I know about, yeah, no, he don't get no statue.
Yeah, Humphreys was him.
You don't get statues for doing your job at FAMU. You got to go over and beyond to get a statue at FAMU.
Man, the whole thing about
Althea Gibson won Wimbledon 3 times, and she's just now getting a road named after her. You don't get hey, like that girl on TikTok said, a fish is supposed to swim, motherfucker. You don't get no damn statue for doing your job.
The greatness is the standard. Like I don't know how to explain it. Greatness is the standard.
So early 80s all the way up to like the 90s and the 2000s, all the people I know that went to FAMU, they always talk about Dr. Humphreys, how he was as the president.
Yes, sir.
You'll ever meet.
Yeah.
It's just like here in Jackson. It's like here in Jackson. In Jackson, everybody who went to school like between the late 60s all the way up until the mid 80s, we always talk about Dr. Peoples because he was people president.
Yeah, so I mean, but getting back to this Bama State game,
could have got there, but he fucked up.
Wow, I'm gonna move this along because this is gonna go way, way left if I get into that. Getting back to this Bama State game, I think a lot of people don't know is that FAMU are getting a lot of players back on defense and on offense right before this Bama State game.
So it's still be a competitive game, though.
It
ain't gonna be like last year. I'm just telling you that.
So for context, we had 8 players out.
Yeah.
For the Albany State game, and then when we played FAU, we had guys out from the Howard game. So roughly, we get like maybe 9 to 10 guys back potentially for this game this week.
And listen, for all these Twitter quarterback gurus, Miak Mike, you listed a lot of quarterbacks on that list. But the dude that had the second most yards out of all the quarterbacks you listed, you didn't list him. Some odd reason. And I don't care what you feel about RJ. RJ got 677 yards with another 600 yards of drop passes. I don't want to hear it.
Don't bring that shit back up. I just got mad all over again.
That boy threw one of the prettiest
fuck you
deep
drop
balls.
a wide open pass and you on the 30-yard line. All you had to do was take 3 more steps, and that would have been a touchdown, and you dropped the ball.
What's the receiver name?
Goldie.
I don't think he played.
I seen that throw, that pass.
That shit was perfect.
I'm talking about the entire stadium was standing up, and you dropped the ball. You had 15,000 people standing on their feet, and you dropped the ball.
It's just
I wouldn't throw his ass nothing else. He could be wide open.
It was just like the first game of the season when Cam threw the pass to Morris, and it was in the end zone, and it was in his fingertips, and he dropped the ball.
This was way better than in your fingertips. He could not have walked down there and placed the ball in his hand.
In his hands, like
threw that pass.
Doc, when I say he was here and the ball hit,
it was a perfect pass.
We would have had the boxing. We had the boxing the huddle.
If RJ would have not beat him the fuck up in the locker room, it would have made sense. It would have made the most sense if he just would have beat him the fuck up in the locker room over that one.
Yeah.
Was it Goldie or was it Winter that got the illegal block on Jets touchdown? What should have been his touchdown pass? I can't remember who got it. It was.
Yeah, that was if it was Goldie, if Goldie did that and dropped the ball, he should have been over there by Cozy for the rest of the night. Just go stand over there. Give him a headset and some play cards.
We're gonna get to that in a minute. But the listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. This defense. Oh, you did a good thing, Sandra. You did a good thing. You did a good deed. Absolutely, you get it. You get it. You listen. That's a good thing. The boys gonna come through for you. Don't worry. They're gonna come through for you. They have heard all the stuff about how the fans was disappointed in losing the streak last year. Like, they're gonna come through for you. It's a new streak. And remember, Bama State ain't never beat FAMU since we get the SWAC. Just remember that. Something special about Bragg, but it's also something special about when you have talented athletes. That's all I'm gonna say. I will say though, like Andrew Body is Andrew Body. I've said it here many, many times. We're not changing the standard for Andrew Body. What you did at Texas Southern, we kind of expect that at Bama State to some degree. But it's some dogs out there on defense for FAMU. I am not worried about FAMU offense, unlike a lot of people. There are a lot of people back for this game. And it's 2 players that I want to see run the ball. And I know everybody like the speedster, he can take it to the house. Forget all that. Give it to the bruiser. 2 times first down.
When they run the ball and they hand the ball off to him, it's successful. I don't know what else they be trying to look for, but when he's in the game, long as that turf toe ain't messing with him, and when he is in the game, he is a big problem.
Hey, see, I knew you was good people. I absolutely knew you was.
That's what I'm saying. You need to bring him up here for real.
What man? Wait,
you're my co-host on Wednesday.
Matter of fact, listen, Cedric, I've been throwing around eyebrow bets to all of the Ibis people. Nobody will take my bet. I don't know why. I don't know why they're scared. I don't know. I didn't realize they were chicken.
What's the bet, Troy?
I'm betting a Ibis podcaster because I want it live.
He betting
I want you to shave your eyebrow off live. Live in the living room.
He want both of them off.
You talking about if Florida State beat Miami?
If Florida State beat Miami, I want an Ibis podcast to shave it off immediately after the game.
Hey,
Jamal, is the game.
Hey, Jamal.
Next week.
Jamal, he want him. He want them. He want them to look like Charlie Villanueva.
Yeah. Oh.
I got you. Just send me an inbox on Twitter, and I got you next week. But yeah, no. I'm sorry, y'all. I got the people been bothering me. They've been on a bye week. And they saying everything reckless in the world except I bet an eyebrow.
Would you have been singing this same song last year?
This ain't last.
Actually, he did. And
he was like fire corner on Mike by game 3.
For you. So, first off, Paul Feinbaum. I seen your little comment about Florida State don't deserve to be top 10, that they're gonna be unranked at the end of the season. That's cute. That's cute. You got a little something for clicks. Bet your eyebrow, bitch. Bet your eyebrow.
Yeah. Why try to sound like Charlie?
Bitch, eyebrow, bitch.
I'm trying to remember. Charlie Murphy. This sound like Dave Chappelle. Charlie Murphy.
Oh my God. This dude is.
I love everybody's fandom, but you can't be such. Wait, hold on. My HBCU people. Walk with me for a second. There is an Ibis dude who took the last name from a 17-year-old football commit to the University of Miami. And his name, and that is his personalized tag.
I saw that dumb shit. Now that is extreme fandom. That is ridiculous. That is the obsession. Like, you need to find. You are 47 years old. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, you know what? I do know a Kane podcaster. Coach Hayes.
You send him my act.
Coach Hayes.
He was missing the eyebrow.
Coach Hayes.
Actually,
and the best thing about it, he went to Hampton, but he from Miami. He from South Florida. He from 305.
Let's make it interesting. I think y'all should get y'all chest hairs waxed. Make that bet.
University of Florida. I was saving that for you.
Yeah, man, let me spit out my damn Kool-Aid.
Make that bet. Wax y'all chest hairs live on the pod.
I don't know. Like, come on. That might require.
And in Troy Lou, you know that blonde hair lady gonna be ready to do that shit too.
I can't. You know.
Oh shit!
You know that blonde hair lady gonna be ready to do it.
We're not close right now. We going through some things.
That shit would be hilarious.
You see, that's capital punishment right there.
But yeah, no. For the last game of the regular season, I got something special for them Ibis people, because I know a few Ibis podcasters, and they was flapping their gums. They not flapping their gums no more. I might not be able to get that bet. But anyway, so there's some other games on the slate. We'll wait till the 9:00 hour for that school in Daytona. But the Boombox Classic, the thing that I'm looking forward about this game is and this ain't, I know y'all gonna say it's disrespect, but it's not. Can that defensive line stay on their feet and stay off their stomach? That's the key to their whole defense.
Nope.
That's the key. Because
Nope.
McKelvey, I mean, am I saying I'm saying his name wrong? Kelvin Gibbons. All he needs to do is get a little help, and he can be a wrecking ball. But he ain't getting no help because people just running 0-1 trap, pancaking their defensive tackles, and running for 40, 50 yards. And I don't know if it's an indictment on Alabama State's running attack outside of Andrew Body. They did a better job against Bama State. But again, they was in a dogfight with Valley. So I don't know how to, I can't quantify it. Listen, Crook, as long as I don't, unlike other people, if the defensive tackles play better, I think the overall defense will play better.
He basically saying if your D tackles ain't looking like Beach Wells out there, he should be fine.
I mean, we talked about, if you can't control the trenches, the DTs play a pivotal part of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a blaring issue with Bethune when they played Edward Waters.
We not there yet, Marlo.
I thought we was talking about the games.
Listen, I know you, Marlo. That school in Daytona is fish in a barrel. You're gonna take your 12 gauge and you're gonna shoot every time.
We were talking about bad D-line play. We just saw it, we witnessed it.
Yeah.
It just
like that was the game we were at.
It's bonus that
Marlo ain't got no 12 gauge. Marlo got a Draco. Nah, he don't think he got a Draco. He got a switch. He got the stick with the switches.
Was that was he? I don't think he was a 3 technique. Was he the off defensive tackle in the North Carolina Central game?
I think he was.
Maybe I owe him an apology.
Hey, we was in the dog fight with Hampton. I say that, yes, in the first half, and then in the second half, we turned it around. Yes, we were in the dog fight with Hampton in the first half.
So what happened?
You watched Hampton last week.
So what happened in the second half?
Week against Howard. Oh, that was terrible.
Listen, it ain't November. We good. November is when it get dark. And if we can get Hell Wildcats on here, it's gonna be good. But I'm gonna say this before he get here. I say this every year. That school of Daytona beat somebody in October that they ain't got no business beat. And they talk trash all the way to the Classic to get their keep ticked in.
They're not gonna be talking this year. Like when you're standing next to folks that are representing their school, and all they can talk about is, man, we can't wait the next year till we get another coach.
It's my fault, Doc. It's my fault. I opened it though. That's on me. That's on me.
I'm just saying.
That's on me.
I'm just saying that shit is low hanging fruit. That's what talking about that school is. That shit is low hanging fruit. You ain't got to climb no tree to get at it. You just walk up and pick.
Yeah. What other games are on the slate? Because this is going. I know where this is going to go. This just and Jamal is quiet and
now. But Bethune plays. Who they play this week?
Oh man, listen, y'all good. Everything is fine. Tallahassee is a wonderful place. We got y'all. It is fine. I'm gonna act like I ain't know you doing the game, but tailgating and all that, you're good. Y'all good people.
Oh yeah.
I just want some
We
good
absolutely.
food. I just want some good
Wait,
food.
what was that question? I didn't see the end of it.
Oh, he
He
asked.
said if we go down to Tallahassee. Well, I'm good in Tallahassee. Shoot, I had fun in Tallahassee last time, even though it was a goddamn monsoon down there. Me and my mama had fun. Shoot. Said, just got us to the nearest Waffle House. It had to be the most hoodest Waffle House we had to go to.
Hey man,
You
that's
you was on the
Florida.
south side.
Wait. This ain't the Waffle House me and Jazz used to like to go to. They knocked that down. Texas Southern and Mississippi Valley State. That game right there that might be a job changer for some people.
Yeah.
But it's not even some people. That might be a job changer for Coach Dish.
Yeah, just don't ask him no dumbass questions. I thought I say Perry Daniels, his grade site was on the damn. I thought you
Man.
trying to kill that man. What the hell are you talking about? Blue.
Listen, them Monday calls I didn't see before I became media. Them Monday calls used to be nice and docile. Everybody was kumbaya with each other, asking basic questions and keep pushing. Yeah, that ain't this year. You got Coach getting pissed off because he asked about his quarterbacks. Chris Dishman, I don't know. It might be on site with that one reporter because that was a different type of interaction. I ain't never seen that before.
He was, and I told you he was the same one that made it. Coach Joseph answer that question last year about the refs.
Yeah, and listen, I don't like Coach Joseph. Every time I'm on the call, Coach Joseph is going last. He is a busy man. So, yeah.
But that was only for Monday because it was State Fair Class press conference.
I think, yeah, that's been the last 3 weeks.
Nah, it was just so Monday because they was in Dallas. They was here in Dallas for the State Fair Class press conference.
His uncle passed. The week before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, we thankful for the coaches that do the coaches calls because we get insight. Sometimes we get a few jokes. I asked Coach Jackson about his up and coming players, and he said they're all up and coming. Man. But so we got Texas Southern Valley. I think Valley is gonna win this game. As much as you can with an 0-3 game, 0-3 team, I got more confidence in the wars that Valley has been through as opposed to the wars that Texas Southern has been through. The next game, Pine Bluff at Alcorn State. Pine Bluff has a win this year. I don't know who it was against, but they have a win this year.
It wasn't against anybody that we can remember.
Wait, hold on. The TSU disrespect. Lionel, which TSU? Because if you talk about Texas Southern, I'm not being disrespectful. Hey, wait a minute. If he talking about Texas Southern, correct me if I'm wrong. He had more disrespect for Texas Southern. Not ever. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Lana said, "Can't nobody disrespect Texas Southern but him." You watch your mouth, Troy.
Man.
He said he has no love for the Third Ward Tigers.
Third Ward Tigers.
Oh
shit.
Hold on, Pop. Let me see if that's who they beat. Let me see if that's who Pine Bluff.
Yeah, it was Lincoln, California.
Yeah,
I
because
said it was against nobody that we remember. That team plays
It was
100% of
against
their
the
games.
side chick that played all the HBCUs
Yeah, they play 100% of their games on the road.
on the road.
How can they afford that much travel? That is what I want to know. Because it's not like they staying right there, like, hey, we in California, we
They
might
in
pop out to
Oakland.
Vegas or Arizona. They
in
in
Oakland
Florida.
of all places.
They exactly. They in Lowman. They in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I'm starting to think it's a drug front. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They the mattress firm of football.
This is the mattress firm.
it's Banner.
I think Mattress Mac be
Stop
hooking
me,
them
hey,
up.
and in the words of the great philosopher TP, stop me when I'm lying.
Oh shit!
It'd be like that.
Hilarious.
Listen,
That's a drug front too, like, bro. Both of them.
I don't even think they accredited, are they? If they are
They
accredited,
got one building.
I used to disrespect shopping mall schools, but I'm trying to be a better person now. Now my question is, does Alcorn get a
Is a
win?
shop mall school and a storefront church the same thing?
Damn.
Where's my buddy? He won't
I
play.
feel like that's a valid question.
Well, to answer that question, it's the same damn thing to me. So,
See it, piss. Oh Jesus! Oh man!
You're gonna meet
Well,
the shit out of that right there. Mute.
but the question is, can Alcorn get a win? And for all the Alcorn people that get upset with me the way I say it, please understand I'm from South St. Pete. My natural enunciation is the Al. My apologies. Not a word, Marlo. Not a word.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but since you called me, what they gonna do? Get mad because you say Al or all? What they gonna do? Fuck them. Who gives a shit?
People ain't gotta come to bread this year. They gotta come to bread.
They play out for homecoming, don't they?
Yeah.
We gonna the game will be over at halftime, and then we could go get something to eat. Cause that shit gonna be shit down their leg.
Well then, come on. Oh God.
Oh shit. We'll be done in time to go get ready, take a club nap, and get ready for the evening festivities.
Definitely gotta take a club nap.
You know what? We're gonna take a time out on this homecoming thing.
Gotta recover from that 3 o'clock sun first.
It's called it's not Alcorn, it's called Slawcorn. You good.
Listen,
I call it Alcorn, and I'm from South Georgia, so hey, give me a break.
I just want to know how I'm expected to work the game.
I ain't asking for no break.
At 11 o'clock, drinking. That's all I want to know. I am not gonna be sold by a kickoff.
Hey, who RV gonna let me make boiled peanuts at their location real quick?
Oh, what you just need? You need gas and a burner.
No. I just need a place set up. I got the burner. I got the propane and everything. I just need a spot set up. Cause they going to 5 7 a.m. They'll be ready by the time the parade over.
Hey man, give me a bag of boiled peanuts, bro. For real.
Hey, I made mine with neck bones and pigtails. Go get your bag.
You know, I eat boiled peanuts when I go to the Delta.
Yes.
Boiled peanuts and tamales, homemade tamales from the
Yeah.
Delta.
Mhm.
We're gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna come back.
Oh, and another thing about them goddamn. Wait a minute. Hold on. We talking about boiled peanuts. Them damn boiled peanuts at Bethune-Cookman that I had. They had neck bones in them, but they did not have any hot sauce.
So they ain't
That
put
is
no
the boiled peanut
they ain't put
file.
no chili flakes in this.
Just saying.
They might not know what a chili flake is. All right, I got you, Marlo.
Nothing.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
What the hell,
That's all I'm
TP?
Because we don't do boiled peanuts in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't never seen that.
Wow.
Wow.
Shit, I just gonna sit up on the side of the road.
Wow.
I'm making chili.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize. Oh man. Oh wow.
Well,
That was
it is. Texas is considered the West.
I,
What?
They are
Now
out
we
West.
just,
Sound
we
no,
say, we just say, look, now we say Texas is Texas.
Texas is Texas. But I definitely thought y'all had boiled peanuts in Texas though, just based on migration.
Nah, that ain't our thing right there.
oh man.
Talk
All right,
about with the West though? Hell no.
y'all West. Y'all past the
We
Mason-Dixon line.
west of y'all, but we ain't the West.
Y'all west of the Mississippi River.
I've lived
Y'all ass west.
I've lived in the West the past 15 years. And let me tell you, it is nothing like how I grew up in Texas. Completely different. Couldn't be further from the truth. If you want to see anything closer, we go east. We go towards Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia. They live how we live. So, you know, take that for what, and do that. Do with that information as you will.
I'ma come down. I'ma sway through. Stop my truck, and I'm saying hoodoo. Yeah.
After this little break.
You gonna have to see a therapist about this Florida State thing, bro. Cause
wait a minute. No, we not. You know what, TP? We not finna do this. You know why we not finna do this? Because there's some dude on this podcast whose squad lost to Bethune-Cookman 10 years in a row.
Mm-hmm. And we still have a running record against Bethune. We could have lost to Bethune 20 years in a row and still would have a winning record against Bethune-Cookman. We still 30.
Ask him his feelings 3 years ago when they lost to Bethune.
Oh, I don't care if we were playing.
No, don't do that. State. No. What was your attitude after y'all lost to BC 3 years ago?
Oh, I was definitely not happy. I don't know nobody who root for a team and they lose and you be happy.
But you gonna degrade me in my outrage.
There has never at any point I said, and I quote, I hope my head coach get hit by a Nerf bus. I'm not finna march the 100 down the street in front of his house, hoping I wake him up and disturb his rest enough that he would want to move and leave Tallahassee. I have never been that angry at any coach staff of at my alma mater. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is our dislikes of events are different. I will come out and say, I think, fam, you're going to win it all every year, whether they go out and win it all or not. You come out and say, oh, I hope they lose every game. If we don't put up 100 points against Duquesne, then they should be. What?
No. I'm very clear. I support the players 100%.
Yeah, but
I cannot support bad management I cannot support a bad athletic department. I cannot support a guy whose very resume says, after year 3, I get worse. His resume says this. This ain't something you got to go look up. Check Arizona State. Check Memphis. Year 3, oh, he get worse. Guess what year we in?
Again.
So even if I have unrealistic expectations of him scoring 58 points, they cannot. And by the way, this new media, I gotta be bombastic. But anything other than a prolific offensive showing, come on, man. We can't be in no shootout with Duquesne. We can't be struggling to score against Duquesne. That is no way to improve as a team. But I got plenty of time to say how I want the coach to get hit by a Nerf bus, all of that, whatever. I mean, like TP, if Texas lose to Oklahoma, how you feel? Wait, what I'm talking about? Y'all have some years now.
I'm about to lead a meeting. Where the lead meeting button at? All right, this has gone long enough.
That shit is funny.
Attention. They're gonna slide it in there. He really thought I would pay. Like, that's the funniest part to me, is the fact that he really thought I actually wasn't listening. I hear everything.
You go quietly throw shots.
Talk about, what am I saying? It's been some years. All right.
But Troy, you do say that you hope that the 100 march down the street to his house at 3 a.m. so he
Hey, no.
That what he
You
said.
said that man's dead mama up. You stay out of this.
Oh shit.
Y'all
Y'all fandom.
That's the pot calling the kettle black. Both of y'all should just shh.
Y'all fandom is different.
Oh man.
And yes,
My
I did say
opinion
we
is
should
I'm
shave our
tired of that
mustache,
man.
but that's not nearly as bad as y'all.
Oh god.
Yeah, y'all pretty bad.
Y'all, I'm gonna try. I'm good. I'm good.
I feel appalled.
Troy, wait a minute. Now, every year before the season starts, the Lakers, we gonna win our division. After week 1. Them sorry motherfuckers. I've been find me another team.
Hold on. So let's roll back and tell the whole story. I was cool with what the outcome was gonna be until Tom Brady got in the building. After Tom Brady got in the building, my whole demeanor changed. Why we need this New England West stuff? We don't need that. Take that shit back in the cold. We don't need that. We was perfectly fine. The only New Englander that I halfway mess with is Jacoby Myers. That's it. The rest of them can kick rocks and get hit by Nerf buses. A bunch of nerds could slap them upside the head with Bibles. I don't care. I don't want nothing New England in my organization.
Why you be talking about a Nerf bus, bro? Like,
This shit is crazy.
That's because it's frowned upon to wish somebody death, but I'll do it. I got you.
I'm just saying the Nerf bus. I'm trying to understand where you said the Nerf bus.
It's still a damn bus.
Yeah,
if somebody could get it,
it's soft.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kill you. This is gonna hurt a little bit to wake you up and realize you're making a mistake.
It's gonna hurt a little bit. What?
I can't name one scenario where waking up under a bus is a good day.
That's what I'm saying.
One. Or getting hit by one. Whether it be made of cushion or not, it's a bus.
Who want to get hit by a Nerf bus, a golf cart? Who want to get hit by that? But then again, Jamal gonna say who actually want to dig up somebody's dead mama so they could bury him.
Yes, you got a good point. Pretty good
Don't make
point.
the rules, bro.
Oh God. Oh, and we gonna
You
get
know
to
what,
that game.
I don't care. I'm still gonna dig up his dead mama. Where's she at in Arkansas?
We know.
Damn.
And his team lost to Memphis.
You want to fight? Well, then come on.
Something is
So we
seriously
got
wrong.
4 games to go.
Hey,
Really
and
3.
so I say put them up.
Put him on. Put him on. Put him on.
I believe this is called the Fair Classic with Prairie View, A&M, and Grambling in Dallas, Texas. Doc, you gonna be at that game, right?
Yes, sir. Turkey leg and all, God damn it.
That's gonna be on SWAC TV.
Wait a minute, Doc. That's when? This weekend?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Saturday.
Shit, I'll be in Dallas tomorrow.
Hey,
It is. You
come on
told me
through.
credentials.
Come on through. Hey, you'll love the state fair. Go on and get you a turkey leg, funnel cake, flip the corn dog, get you a good homemade lemonade, play all the games that you want, and enjoy a game in the historic Cotton Bowl Stadium. TP know about the Cotton Bowl Stadium, you know.
What time is that kickoff?
Classic.
7
o'clock. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, we'll see if I can make that work out.
So we're gonna come back to that Bethune Alabama A&M game later if we don't think that Hill Wildcats is gonna get in here.
I got Alabama by a touchdown.
Where is the first lady of the podcast at?
I do not know.
No, she said last week they was onboarding interns, so they might still be
Oh, okay.
a little behind on work.
Yeah. So, but you know, there are a few games on the college slate that people on the FBS college slate that people might, and we're gonna get to D2 too. So first off, Alabama's playing Georgia.
Georgia by 50.
Damn. Georgia by 50.
I don't care for either one of them, but Georgia by 50.
I don't either. I hope they both lose, but yeah.
I'm saying this as respectful as I can.
They don't pay our bills.
Can Georgia throw the football? Oh, I don't like the SEC. But I don't think Georgia can throw the football.
Neither one of them can throw the football, and both their defenses are fucking horrible.
You don't think Stockton can throw?
I think Gunner could throw. Do they have enough firepower for Georgia? Do they have enough firepower on offense?
No.
So right now, Stockton he has 700 yards, 70% completion percentage, 8.1 yards per completion, and 4 touchdowns.
Again, let me look this up before I start.
I realize all of that. Against nobody. The top rusher has 189 yards.
Who have they played?
Well, they got their ass beat when the first game of the season.
No, I'm talking about Georgia. Georgia only played Marshall, Austin P, and they had a dogfight with Tennessee that they won in overtime.
We should have won that game.
I was on purpose.
No, they played Tennessee, and that game went to overtime. That is the only game they've actually played so far was Tennessee.
That's what I said. We should have won that game. We should have never went into overtime. Should have won that game.
Y'all should have won that damn game. So honestly, if you want to beat them, just watch the Tennessee game.
So here's what's crazy. We talking about Georgia like they don't have Ryan Williams, but you know, I don't.
Alabama.
We,
That's Alabama.
I mean, I'm sorry, Alabama. We talking about Alabama like they don't have Ryan Williams, but again, I don't know. They got Alabama winning this game 54%, 45.2%. So this matchup looked crazy. And Ty Simpson, again, they played nobody in one of those games. He has 862 yards. They can't run the ball. That's the problem. Alabama can't run the ball. So there's that. Notre Dame is playing Arkansas, nothing to talk about there. Ohio State. Yeah, they won.
Who they playing?
Notre Dame is playing Arkansas. They are 1-2. They lost to
the only team with no win to still be ranked, and I think that's insane.
Arkansas is low key a good team.
They beat. Hold on, Notre Dame beat Purdue in 56-30. That was their one win. They lost to Texas A&M and Miami. Here we go. There's Gary.
Here I am.
If Florida State would have lost to Texas A&M and Miami, they would have booted y'all out of the whole ranking.
I would have stolen the Powerball, hired the 100, marched down the street 5 times a week until he left on his own.
Oh my God!
What are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, and just so everybody know, Jerry offered us this at their home game in Daytona, but we were trying to get to the stadium to meet up with SID. So that's on me that I didn't get my check soda and fish sandwich. That's on me. But sir, y'all have SWAC opener against Alabama A&M. You have been very pragmatic about your assessment of Bethune-Cookman. I feel like y'all can win. I'll let you go, sir. I'll let you go.
So here's the way I see the SWAC right now. In Tier 1, you have Jackson State and Alabama State. Tier 2 right now, I think those two teams have separated themselves where they are right now. I think they're a little bit heads and shoulders above everybody else. I don't think there's a huge gap, but I think they're better than everyone else. Tier 1, Tier 2. They still got some questions.
You think Alabama State is better than everybody else and all they got is a quarterback?
I think Alabama State.
A quarterback who is highly injury prone at that, and you're going to say Alabama State is above
as long as
everybody
he's
else?
healthy. As long as
that
he's
man
healthy.
is one hit away from being over there by his coach.
I agree with you, but he's not by his coach right now. He is out there winning football games. So I'm saying my assessment right now in Tier 1 is Jackson State and Alabama State. I think at this point, if you ask me who would I have to vote as the third and fourth best team, you can pick between Alabama, A&M, and Prairie View. But I don't think that there's a big gap between, if you put anybody else in there you want, it's fine. I'm saying all that to say, you say you think we can win. I expect us to beat Alabama, A&M. I think this will be the best game of the weekend. I think it will be the best. If you ask me as far as just pure football, I think it has a chance to be the most exciting game this weekend. Maybe the FAMU and Alabama State game, because that game is always good. No matter the records, no matter who's supposed to be dominant, it always comes down to the last 4 minutes of the game. I think Alabama, A&M, and Bethune-Cookman are very similar right now, that they have two really good offenses, good quarterbacks that's in the upper echelon of the SWAC. They have some skill players, running backs. So offensively, they're fine. Their question marks for both teams both lie on defense. And so I think this game will be exciting because it's going to take at least 34 points to win this game. And I'm saying the first team to 34 wins. And so because of that, I think it'll be a really good game. I think it can go either way. I think Alabama A&M right now is like a 2-point favorite. Bethune started as a 1-point favorite, but it's a toss-up game.
Is the game in Daytona or where is the game?
Game's in Daytona Beach.
So,
and you have logistical issues when you come to Daytona sometimes. Like Troy, I had a whole case of Czech soda and a pan of fried fish for him. Now, listen, Jamal, my fish didn't, I see how you cook. So I think it was good, but it wasn't rattlesnake and coon and what else you cooked last week? What you had to cook a whole pot of?
Who cooking rattlesnakes?
Hey,
that man country, man. That man country. He cook everything.
I'm gonna let him get his socks off. I'm gonna let him get his socks off.
We have no frog legs.
I'm gonna be nice. He a guest on the show right now. Let him get his socks off.
I'm not. Hell no. Logistical issues. Y'all got a one-way in, one-way out stadium. How you have a whole stadium that's a one-way in, one-way out?
We've been fussing and cussing about that for years. They are building a second entrance into that, but that's when you're at the mercy of a city-owned stadium. Doc can talk about that. It's hard to get to Jackson. If you're not there at a certain time, you're gonna be caught. In Alcorn, they have their issues.
We do.
Hold on. They got their own stadium.
Hold on. We do have logistical nightmares when it comes to traffic and stuff, but that stadium is ours right there.
No, I get, but my point is again, it's your stadium. It's a stadium that it's a partnership. Let's put it like that you inherited. So again, it works out for Bethune. We're located, we are landlocked. It's the city have us by the because we need at least 53 acres to build a similar size stadium. Well, you got to try to buy people homes and businesses. We've been trying it for years. It's just not that easy to do it.
Across the street, you'll do the city a favor.
Do by what? What you said?
I said buy the projects that's across the street. You'll do the city a favor.
Projects owned by the federal government. That'd be great. We love it.
You do the whole city a favor.
I look at them all the time and say, man, we can convert those structures into dorms, and there's plenty of grass behind it to build on. I think about it all the time, but now you got to go out and convince the USDA that that makes good sense.
Hey, with this administration, it might be easier than you think.
I'm gonna go up there with my Charlie Kirk shirt on and say, can we do this for Bethune-Cookman? And see.
Oh Lord.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do for the good of the university.
Why you ain't put? Thank you.
I didn't have to do that.
Right, Marlo, man, you would have said it. He would have been about to tear that laptop up trying to get his little banner up there.
I didn't make a political statement.
Else.
I made no political statement. I said I was going to go and try to negotiate on behalf of the university. That's all I said.
No. You're fine. You're fine. That's our running joke. Whenever things get kind of dicey, I just throw up the banner just in case. Because sometimes we go over the line. Sometimes we go on the line. Now,
I ain't even say nothing. You be putting it up.
I will say this. I'll say this.
Well, let me answer this. Hell, Wildcat, what is up with that smell?
Man, listen. Yeah, I'll say this. So, no. We use right.
I'm a serious question.
No, that's a very good point. And honestly, we've never dealt with that until this year. Right behind the stadium, again, like if you were to drive around the backside and come out on the visitor side of the stadium, you would notice to your right that there is a water treatment plant over there. For whatever reason, Saturday, we've never had issues with that. But for Saturday, it stunk. I mean, it was stink, not stink. It was stank. And but that is not something that we normally deal with. Now, what we used to deal with is, before they built all those homes out there, we used to have mosquitoes the size of birds. They got rid of, they built a bunch of homes, so they, you know, they treat that with regularity. Again, that area out there is of course it just slipped my mind. That's the Spruce Creek. It's hard to build over there because it's all wetlands. And so that's why a bunch of trees, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So it's a bunch of wetlands. Well, you know, the water treatment plant is out there because of all that stuff. But they were not on top of that on Saturday. It was pretty bad. So I'm hoping it's not like that this Saturday.
I figured y'all had the rodeo to blow through town, but god damn.
Oh man.
I'm saying it, and I'm saying this. When you have to deal with municipalities, voting matters.
Yep.
And it's always the local elections where it matters most. So I tell people this all the time. Voting matters, man. But
I think y'all should.
Supersized scooters.
If y'all are gonna have a stadium that is that far away from y'all campus, y'all need to go ahead and buy some of them cow pastures and stuff that's over there by 95, like all up and down through 95 is farmland that you really don't even see animals out there most of the time. Y'all should try to make a bid to buy some of that to build a stadium.
Yeah. Well, the city is actually in the process of building a new sports complex. It's not far from where the current stadium is. A little bit farther west, maybe another half a mile west if you were out on US 92. So that's supposed to be a several $100 million project where they'll have some shopping out there. They'll be able to attract AAU teams, be able to do state championships and all that. It's supposed to include, well, there's different proposals. They're going to build baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields. There's supposed to be a multi-use stadium, kind of like the one we have. So obviously they're in talks right now with the university to get into a partnership with that. So that would be a new complex if that actually happens. It would be an upgrade from where we are now. But again, they've been talking about those plans for a while. After COVID, there was a little bit of slowdown with that, and the city has some other ventures right now, so it's still in the works, but no real timeline.
Yeah, because as far as universities are concerned, I think that y'all have been around long enough to warrant like that investment. Like, that's just my take on it.
Listen, we've tried a little bit of everything. We've tried eminent domain. We've tried, again, it's just, the problem is, again, when you start talking about municipalities, as Troy mentioned, you have to have, the biggest issue is not building a stadium. We can do that on campus. The biggest issue, the biggest restriction is if you build a stadium, you have to have one parking spot for every 3 seats. So if you want to build a 15,000 seat stadium, you have to have 5,000 parking spaces. That's where the acreage situation come in. That's where being landlocked comes in. That's where you start getting into zoning issues. We know all the fiasco with Ed Reed from a few years ago, right? Do you know why those plans were in place for that practice field? And since 2013, you know what put a halt on that? The local residents who stayed adjacent to that area, they appealed to the city to say no, because we don't want those lights on and shining in our backyard. So we couldn't get zoning from it and pull permits. So there's a lot of things that people say, well, you should do this and you should do that. And yet you still have regulations, and you still have what the policies and the procedures are, and those statutory requirements from the city and the county and that sort of thing. So again, the good thing from Bethune is it doesn't cost us a lot to operate that stadium. So it's not ours. There are logistical issues, but when the upkeep of it is favorable towards the university, and so we are not killing ourselves with upkeep and all that other stuff. So there are some trade-offs. We would love to have an on-campus stadium. We would love to have one that's closer to campus and all of those things. But this works for us, and this is what we have right now. We're working through it.
All right, now I'm gonna pivot from sports for a second, and we're gonna start talking about your gospel choir pep band. There was a lot of discussions online about band styles, this whole band of the year thing. And I want to be clear. It's easier for me to start here so everybody don't get all in their feelings. I use DCI as an example. And every time I use DCI, people get their feelings, but let me explain why. DCI has a yearly summer concert competition fest.
Yep.
The styles are just as diverse as the SWAC, MEAC, SIAC, and the CIAA. They are all over the place. You will get a drum corps that got bagpipes. You'll get another drum corps that actually has a rock band. It is completely diverse. The Cavaliers, they don't have any girls in their organization at all. Their color guard, if that's what you want to call them, that doesn't have all the fancy trimmings that others do. The Blue Devils, by contrast, they are traditionally, not in the last probably 10, 15 years, but traditionally, they are the jazziest of jazz type organizations. So they will have all of the color guards, the flying colors, the very loud, vibrant arrangements. And then you got Santa Clara Vanguard, who is very concerty, very Les Miserables, very fan of the opera type of organization. Completely diverse. They have a yearly national championship every year. The judges, and this is what I need people to understand, are diverse because if you have very diverse judges, you get a balanced scoring system. The same people that judge HBCU competitions, you probably check that DCI judges log and see that they are in that DCI judges log. Why can't we do or accept something similar and say, hey, everybody has different styles of music and different styles of field shows. I don't understand what the issue is. That's my issue with the whole hubbub.
So I'm with you. I want to send a shout out to Donovan Wells, Bethune-Cookman band director. Bethune was invited to participate in one of those national DCI shows some years back as just kind of to present something different. Shout out to Bethune. Says something about the excellence of that program. I am with you. One of the things that I was excited about with the national band competition is I thought things got a little bit stale, if you will. A little bit too, this is who we are. And we start losing something from the art form, musicianship, and that sort of thing across HBCU bands. So I like the fact that there was a competition to say that we're going to judge things by a certain set of standards. I think, this is my opinion, Doc, you tell me. I thought the band that benefited the most from that, from my perspective, this is my perspective, was Jackson State. Because what you start to see with Jackson State, again, one of the young ladies who posted something was talking about Jackson State, they're always overblowing. Actually, what Jackson State, over the last 3 or 4 years, they have been my favorite band program. Yeah. Because they've gotten to a point where you're starting to say, okay, you know what? There's a time to crank on people. But there's also a time, not just in concert season, but in the stands and on the field, where we can show that we can have control and demonstrate dynamics and intonation. And it's not always about that. I thought Jackson State was the program that adjusted the most to say we could do it all. And they became my favorite HBCU. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we adjusted the most because we try to fit in a route. We were trying to fit in the metric that they laid out for us in the band of the year criteria. Now we don't have, like I said, I said this yesterday, you got some bands in the SWAC that don't have a auxiliary flag group. You don't have where they have twirlers. You don't even have bands that don't have dancers at all. Like The only one I know that don't have dancers at all is FAMU. You know, I don't see nothing else. The only SWAC school that does a drumline routine in their halftime show is Prairie View. Nobody does, nobody else does it. So for us to try to fit ourselves in this DCI rubric, it's like you telling us that we gotta dumb ourselves down to fit in this whole system right here, in which we want to be authentic, we want to be ourselves. It's like telling FAMU, the way y'all do y'all show, y'all have to fit yourself in this type of in this metric, and y'all just want to be yourself. And that's why I said that this fits a school in the SWAC. This fits a school like Prairie View. In the MEAC, it's gonna fit a school like Norfolk State. It's gonna fit a A&T. It's gonna fit a Hampton. It's gonna fit those schools on the east, those HBCUs on the East Coast, not necessarily here in the South, because we just have a whole different type of routine that we do. And that 2023 Band of the Year competition, I watched it. I watched it plenty of times, and I said it instead of being A&T and us, it should have been us and Norfolk State. I think Norfolk State had the better band, and I think we would have went head up with them. But to me, this is why I said that. I think this was just the A&T Invitational. It wasn't meant for anybody else. It was meant for A&T because you're not in a black conference. You by yourself. You in the wilderness. You with the other lost tribes. So it to me it just did fit. And then when you talking about the small school bands like Flomo, don't get me wrong, Flomo had a good small, they got a good band. But to me in 23, they wasn't better than Virginia State. Last season, Miles wasn't better than Virginia State. It wasn't better than any other small band that I seen. So I'm thinking like this is always want to be something that it has to be worked, it has to be tweaked to fit everybody's rubric. You tell us that we have to have a drum feature in a show for this competition. And it's like that for the school, don't even do that.
Doc, let me ask you this then. If you I think most of us probably participated in band to some degree, right? But if you're in concert band, and if the piece calls for a French horn, if you don't have a French horn, that piece you can try to substitute it with something different, but you don't have a French horn. That's what. No,
you don't have a actual.
If you don't have a French horn, then you don't pay that. Then you don't play that piece.
Right.
And it's coming from a person that I played 3 instruments. And when I was in band, and when we would pick our concert pieces, based on what we had. We would start with 10, and by the time we got to the show, we were down to the one that we knew we could play and we could execute it well enough to win and or place. So if we have a French horn, we weren't playing that piece.
I mean, you could do you could do a mellophone,
but if you try to substitute a mellophone for a French horn, that's my point.
It's not going to sound the same.
If you try to substitute a mellophone for a French horn, that judge is going to put his head down or her head down and start writing some stuff down. And in their rating, that's going to be reflected. Now, listen, every band program has to figure out what's best for them and what they are and are not willing to do. I actually agree with you. I thought Jackson State show was better than Norfolk the year that I'm sorry, better than A&T the year that A&T won. But I thought A&T show was I thought it was better than I thought it was more crisp than FAMU last year. Both things went opposite of what
now you
I
just
thought.
being the absolute hater.
I
Ain't
am-
no way in
I
hell
am-
you watched that show and
I'm telling
said
you
that
what
that show was more crisp than ours. Why are you sitting
Go-
on this show lying? You against it. You just ain't being fair.
I
Understand you don't like
I'm
us
telling
and
you,
everything.
no,
That
I
is
do. That is the opposite. That is the opposite. I love FAMU. I love the 100.
But it ain't no way in hell. And I watched it 3 times.
So this is
I
the
was
problem.
Like,
This is the
let
problem.
me make sure
This
I'm
is
not being biased. And you gonna
Troy.
sit up here and say that our show is better than ours?
Here's the whole point with the band world. No one allows room for you to have preference and an opinion. Everybody assume that how they hold on, how they process things.
That is insane.
Hold on, let me finish. From your perspective, I'm telling you my preference. No different than what I posted online today, and people went nuts. I simply said I prefer MEAC style bands. I did not say I don't have an appreciation, or I just told you Jackson State has been my favorite program over the last several years. What you prefer is what you prefer. I appreciate Southern's band. I appreciate it. But I can only listen to one song from Southern in the stands. I love them on the field. I love their field shows. In the stands, after the first songs, it's just a bunch of I don't prefer that. But I don't expect Southern to change because Southern is Southern. That's my preference. But when I'm listening to it, I'm hearing a bunch of muddled stuff in the middle, and I want to hear something different. Do I appreciate their energy, their sound, and all of that? That's Southern. That's who they are. They don't need to change for me. That's who they are. I don't prefer that after a song or two. I'd rather go, okay, I got enough of that. Give me something different. That's my preference. But don't tell me I don't have a right to prefer what I prefer.
I would say this, though, when you talk about Southern in the stands, the only song that I know that they play with some power and precision, if you can let them play from back in when they was in the late 90s, early 2000s, when they played Can You Feel It by Jackson 5, like in the stands, it shuts it all the way down. Like you can hear the power, you can hear everything, the melody and everything. But sometimes they could just be loud and obtuse. In certain bands they could be loud and obtuse.
Nobody plays male waiters better than Southern, and when they play it, I'm tuned in.
Southern has an excellent band program. But let me ask you this. Is Southern accomplishing what they set out to do? 100% they are. They're not trying to do some of those other things. They are accomplishing exactly what they want. The problem is that people can get into a situation where they're now trying to match Southern's energy and they're losing their identity of who they are. I prefer MEAC style bands because A&T doesn't sound like Norfolk, who doesn't sound like Bethune, who doesn't sound like FAMU, who doesn't sound like South Carolina State. There is a little bit more diversity there from my perspective. I think when you start talking about SWAC style bands, there's a certain standard that everybody has to have, and then you can have your nuances in that from my perspective. Now, when I hear Jackson State, they sound like Jackson State. They don't sound like Alabama State. I hear the difference. But there are certain standards across the SWAC style bands that while we talk about should there be standards across HBCU, well, if you're in a SWAC, I'm not picking up, I'm just saying, everybody, like, why is a mellophone screaming? That's not what that instrument is designed for. You impressed that you got a screaming mellophone? It's not designed for that. Can you do it? Thank God you can do it. But now you are out there, you losing something to me for what I appreciate. But if you're a SWAC band, the mellophones better be trying to scream and catch up to the trumpets. That's a standard across the SWAC. Jackson State was bragging last week when somebody had a screaming trombone. A screaming trombone? I was taught that trombone's supposed to have train chords. That's the way I was taught. That doesn't make it right. That's just what the standards are different.
I was taught, because I played trumpet and the French horn. I was taught that the trombone, when I was in school, the trombone better sound like a damn train horn, and the damn mellophone better sound like a goddamn whale.
Exactly.
It better sound like a whole bunch of humpback whales up in the damn ocean with a mellophone.
But we've gotten so in love with loud. We've so in love with loud that now we're bragging about screaming mellophones and screaming trombones. Now, again, that don't make me right. I'm an old man. I'm 50 years old. But again, for what my ear was tuned to and what I heard people get cussed out for in band rooms, that was taught to be a no-no. In the SWAC, the applause is to be able to make the instrument go beyond, take it to its limits. I can listen to it and appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. That's just not what I think FAMU set out to do. And I love them. I love FAMU's band. I can listen. There's never a time where I turn FAMU off. Ever.
You know, a band they're not giving no type of love this year. They ain't giving no type of love to the Aristocrats, Tennessee State. Like they doing them an injustice right now. You talking about a band that won a damn Grammy.
I'm gonna say,
but that's things. Because that the band that won the Grammy and the band that we see now with TSU, because the state of Tennessee is a bunch of asshats, are two different bands.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally, and I'm coming from a person that grew up when we played them in the classics in Atlanta. I enjoyed seeing them, but that was old TSU when they had funding and they could push band scholarships and they could buy instruments and they could pay staff and they could do all these things. They're not there anymore, and it's not their fault, but they're not there anymore.
I'm gonna say two things. One, to Anthony, this is not a panel of SU haters. It is not SU week for us. So no, I don't.
It is absolutely not. And again, when Southern played Mel Waiters, I'm a Southern Jaguar for those 2 minutes.
Hey, just which color blue y'all just gonna wear on Saturday? Just let me know
God.
What wear on Saturday. That differentiate what I can look at on my phone while I'm watching the game in the Cotton Bowl and eat my turkey leg at the same time.
Oh my God.
I just want to know what color blue is Southern University gonna wear on the football field. It's gonna be dark blue, gonna be Columbia blue, gonna be light blue, it's gonna be Carolina blue, gonna be purple blue. What? Tell me what blue, blue, green, blue, orange. Tell me what blue.
Doc, hold on, Doc. I just got a text from Baton Rouge. It said, whatever color they wear, they're not gonna be impressed with y'all.
Same thing.
That came in hot too.
Same team.
My love, you got the same text.
Let them know we are not impressed by whooping their ass 6 times in a row right now. Let them know we are not impressed with whooping their ass 6 times in a row in the last 3 years. 3 years.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
This that went left. That went way left.
That shit is funny.
You gonna try and get through these top 25 games real quick. Jeez. Florida State plays the Wahoos this Friday. Florida State by 50. You want to wear them 95 jerseys? Wear the whooping that come on with it.
Yeah, I got Florida State. I'm gonna go with just dig up Bobby Bowden. That's all we got to do.
Damn.
We're not doing that, Doc.
You be digging up a lot of dead people.
Is it a side game? Is it a side game? That's all I need to know.
No, it's the Friday game. Friday.
No, I ain't talking about Saturday. Is it a side? Y'all know the side games. Do y'all pick up the grass from opposing team, from the opposing schools?
Yes, it is a side game. It is a side game.
That's all I need to know.
TCU, Arizona State. I don't think Dillingham beats TCU. Dillingham is not coming to Florida State, so y'all can stop those rumors.
Go
So
Frogs.
I think that game.
Go Frogs.
Anybody? Okay. Georgia Tech should demolish Wake Forest. Georgia
The
Tech is going.
Engineers of Atlanta definitely should.
Yeah, Georgia Tech by a lot.
I heard a line from J. Cole that on First Person Shooter said that he's recruiting Demon Deacons to be at your funeral at the wake. But I still say Georgia Tech by 80.
Yes.
He wasn't talking about those Demon Deacons when he said
I
that.
know.
He wasn't talking about those.
So we got USC and Illinois. Illinois just got the brakes beat off of them by Indiana.
Indiana is a top 10 team.
I think Illinois bounced back.
Illinois.
I go with Illinois. USC and UCLA still trying to prove themselves in the Big Ten right now.
I got Illinois by 3 over USC.
So just to be clear, USC has played Missouri State, Georgia Southern, and Purdue.
Exactly.
Are they 0-3?
Illinois by 3.
They 1-2?
No, they 4-0. USC is 4-0. Illinois is 3-1.
I'm gonna still go with Illinois.
Illinois by 3.
Is it in Champaign or is it in LA?
It's in Champaign.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Illinois by 3.
Yeah.
Notre Dame and Arkansas.
That game is in South Bend.
No, that game is in Arkansas.
No.
Call up the pigs, baby.
Razorbacks by 6.
Call up the pigs.
I don't. Franklin might be on the hot seat. I mean, not Franklin. Freeman might be on the hot seat.
No.
Nah, I don't think Freeman's on the hot seat, man.
Nah, Notre Dame.
Yes, he is. You want to know why he's on the hot seat? Because they fired
that team to the playoffs last season.
They fired Ty Willingham for less.
Different scenario though.
Same boosters, same old money, same white people. He lose this game, he can start packing up his office.
You don't say he took his job because he light skinned. Y'all sure about that?
No, it's because he's black.
I know he go. Listen, he 1-2 right now. Losing to Arkansas, he might not make it to November.
Hello.
And Utah State. Vandy should win this by a whole lot.
Wait a minute, Vandy and Utah State. Did Vanderbilt just put 70 on somebody last weekend?
Oh, Utah State?
No,
Vanderbilt. Didn't they just put up 70 on somebody last week?
Vandy put 70 on somebody?
Yeah, I heard Vandy put 70 on somebody last week.
The Doctors put 70 on somebody?
They got one quarterback, man. Listen, that's the one guy they got.
Diego Long.
And he's trying to get another year eligibility.
He been playing 10 years.
Ohio State is playing Washington. Ohio State by a whole lot.
Yep.
Is it in Seattle? Or in
it
Columbus?
Is.
They
It's
going
I'm gonna say
Times Square and Ohio State still gonna beat them by a lot.
But now I say this though: if you had never been to a UW game in Seattle at that stadium, at Husky Stadium, that stadium is gonna be loud and it's gonna be reckless there.
You know what? I take that back. The altitude might get to Ohio State.
There's no altitude to it.
Yes,
it's not in the mountain. It sits right there by a lake. There's no altitude to it.
Where is
that stadium? Is
how far? Okay, how far is their stadium from their school? Because I've been to the school, and the school is in the mountains.
It's not that far.
Then the stadium is in the mountains.
Are you talking about? Are we talking about UW or are we talking about Washington State?
Shit, I might be thinking about the wrong school. Never mind. That's Washington.
So-
Not Washington
so-
State. My fault. Yeah, Washington State is in the fucking mountains.
Right.
Don't
Right.
get
So we're like, bro, nah, because I went to that school. It was nice in the city. Went up to the school and I had to have a jacket. And this was in May.
Lord have mercy. The Angry Daddy Classic, LSU and Ole Miss. For those who don't know, Lane Kiffin's daughter is in full I'm gonna piss my daddy off mode. She is dating a linebacker from LSU. She went public with her relationship the week before the game. I got
Y'all
LSU
know
winning
my
by.
feelings on that man. He has never honestly won anything. He just leaves one school before he can get fired and go to another one.
Well, he got fired at LSU in Tennessee.
No,
And those were the last.
he
They
got-
happened
he
in
got
session.
fired
And
He got
And
fired
since
at he was at FAU. No, he was at Tennessee and USC.
yeah, he
USC.
just said that. And since then, when that seat started getting a little bit hot, he out of there. Deuces.
Oh, they at
Oh.
Oxford. Still LSU
Yeah.
about 10.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't have no faith.
I wish
though.
my daughter would date somebody.
Where is the dick, baby?
I wish she might.
They somebody from LSU.
Date somebody for the opposing team.
Oh, from Oxford. Old Piss. There you go. Old Piss.
The opposing team, and then you gonna come out the week before talking about y'all dating and in a relationship. You are uninvited to Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, you are uninvited to Christmas too.
He said, "I'm cutting off your credit cards. You on your own."
Auburn is at Texas A&M. I like Texas A&M by a lot.
Yeah.
Auburn trying to get back to being relevant. They're gonna play a whole lot harder than they did last week.
If Auburn loses to Texas A&M, is Hugh Freeze on the clock? Is he on the hot
Texas
seat?
A&M, yeah, they are. Because he's been there too long to not have made any type of ground.
Yeah, no, they've invested in the program. They've taken to the new reality of college sports. You lose this game, it's gonna be serious.
And they in Texas and they in College Station because they TP.
What's up?
What's in College Station?
What, Kyle Field?
That's it. Not a damn thing.
No, it ain't much else out there. It's some good fishing though. It's some good fishing in College Station.
Good fishing.
I have family out there.
Ain't nothing in College Station.
I'm still out here, Days your feet.
And O'Brien right next door to him.
So we got Indiana and Iowa. Oh, I'm sorry, Indiana versus the school that don't know the forward pass.
Oh my God.
I like Indiana a lot.
Are they in Iowa City?
They're in Iowa. Yep.
Oh, Indiana finna kick that can, bro.
Indiana is gonna beat them. Look at the Children's Hospital and wave while they whooping their ass.
Yeah. Shout out to all the kids in the hospital. But it's gonna be a
Indiana is
bad
Children's
legit.
Hospital, hey, you see us whooping your ass right now? Hey, kids.
Tennessee is playing Mississippi State.
Tennessee by a lot.
Dog walk. Where that leash at?
Yeah,
Shut
Mississippi State.
We shouldn't have cowbells.
Arizona at Iowa State. Iowa State by a lot. By an absolute lot.
Yeah.
What's Arizona record right now?
Arizona is 3-0. Iowa State is 4-0.
Not by a
Don't
lot.
go by a lot.
Yeah,
By a lot.
that lot is Arizona been balling.
Yeah, I won't say by a lot though. I might
Not by a lot.
not by a lot. I'll give it to Iowa State. but not by a lot though.
Yeah, not a blowout.
And
Yeah, they do have a good running back. Arizona does.
yeah. And in the next game, in the you about to lose your job game, Oregon is at Penn State.
You about to lose your job.
Lose your job.
You about to lose your job, James Franklin. I'm gonna go with Oregon.
To lose this game.
Is that Penn State?
It is in Happy Valley.
Are they gonna do a whiteout?
I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I would recommend it because
they better have a day game. They better make it seem like it's just any other day of the week. Because as soon as you turn off them lights, turn on them lights, they are not good.
Listen, it's at 7:30 at night.
Oh, there's a whiteout then.
Yeah.
I set it off.
Are you gonna see bald headed snow bunnies out there?
Oh Jesus!
Damn, bald headed snow bunnies.
He gonna be doing some bald head. Hey James, excuse my language. They gonna be out there doing some bald headed whole shit in Happy Valley.
Oh God. But we already talked about Georgia, Alabama. Why is UMass playing in Missouri?
It's Missouri. It's Missouri's homecoming.
Oh,
This early?
Yeah.
They gotta get him in.
She's a Mizzou Tiger.
They gotta get him in.
All right. Now y'all know how I don't like to call for a coach's head, right?
That's
shit.
I'm so sick of you lying on this damn show.
You know what? Anyway, BYU is at Boulder playing Colorado.
Wait a minute, time out. Because the last time I checked, them Mormon boys beat the brace off of Colorado last year.
They did.
In the bowl game.
They did. That was the famous I can't figure this out game.
Well, Shador got sacked like 7 times in that game.
He couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
You know what?
He couldn't figure it out, and the line couldn't hold. They also spent 75% of the game on their belly.
Do you know how bad you got to be for Florida State to be 2-10, and nobody's talking about you replacing the coach, which was a very different thing 2 years prior? Life comes at you fast.
It does.
It comes at you fast. And I'm not sorry to say it. Prime is probably my top 5 all-time Seminoles. What he's doing as a head coach, it is he getting undressed on the recruiting trail, in games. It is bad.
I don't know. I think you got money people in Colorado that would disagree with you vehemently.
Of course, the whole team of people would disagree with me.
He has changed that university trajectory.
100%.
You think so?
100%.
He absolutely has.
The culture is definitely different there. They feel like they have a chance to win, which I think is something that they didn't have before.
They did
because if you go back years of them, just playing football there, it wasn't something that anybody was excited for. Now we actually have something that we're looking. We watch Colorado to see how well Deion is doing. It's something to pay attention to.
No. But there is. I have taken all the disrespect that I can take. We have had me. We have.
He is crashing out before our eyes.
I need some more Kool-Aid.
The strange thing about Deion is why he refuses to fix his trenches. which is
Yeah.
you would think he would have learned by now. Even with his son playing quarterback, you would have prioritized protecting that young man, and it's like he's just not interested.
They have a
Yeah. I mean, and it's
285-pound center.
he went
Yeah.
out and hired. He got what his name for his
Warren
defensive
Sapp.
line? Oh shit, Warren Sapp. But nobody for O line.
He went out and got an NFL OC as his
Look,
offensive
Right,
coordinator.
there's an
but
old
that's
there's an
still
old
not helping his
there's an
O
old
line.
saying in sports. I'm a preacher, so I can't say the word, but you can fill in the gaps. But it said you can't make chicken salad out of chicken spit.
Exactly.
And so you can go get whoever you want. Bill Belichick's at UNC. And he trying to make
Yeah.
chicken salad out of chicken, you know what?
And
It
they
don't
got
work.
He got to break up with that 24-year-old before he be successful again.
Hey, that is his success right now. He's already had all the success on the field.
Yeah.
The Bill's success is in a
Yeah,
different area.
he winning on that.
That man got 6 Super Bowls.
That is his W.
That man got 6 Super Bowls. He do not care.
Let me go ahead before I say this. Let me put this up.
Hey, me and Mike is right. Finally.
Yeah, trench play it gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost.
It's gonna cost you
It's
because
absolutely gonna cost.
Texas Tech is spending buku millions of dollars to try to get their trench play up for the foreseeable future.
I mean, Oklahoma. That man said he turned down a pretty penny to go to Oklahoma because he wanted to get to the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think he'd get to the league. He wouldn't stay at Tech.
He would have, and you would have got to the league and already had money.
They already had money, so
I read that and I looked at it funny because one thing is if you a baller, especially if you play O line or D line, they don't care where you came from.
They're gonna find you.
That's not. I don't. Yes, and no. If you look at where all the players are coming from now. There used to be a time where they went and found players wherever they were, including at HBCUs. But now, if you don't play for a Power 4 team right now, they are overlooking a lot of good players. But just to back up to Deion for a second, remember when that Georgia Tech job came open? Deion thought he had that job. Look at what Georgia
that TCU job too.
Look at what Georgia Tech is doing right now. And Georgia Tech is something like 7-1 against top 25 teams in the last 2 years. So, but why is Georgia Tech beating people up? If you watch them, that is an NFL offensive line who they are kicking people butt at the point of contact.
Jerry, all they had, their quarterback is a used car salesman.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
King is nice though.
No,
King is nice.
He's great. I mean,
what is me and Mike talking about? Put this on the main stage. NDSU has had linemen drafted every single year for the past 20 years. A lot of your favorite linemen who have protected your favorite quarterback has come from NDSU. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, he actually, listen, the second time today I'm agreeing with Mike. God dang it, what's wrong with me? Yeah, and so, but when North Dakota State played against Colorado last year, I think both of y'all right. When North Dakota State played against Colorado last year, North Dakota State was the better team in the trenches. And so you talk about power forward, but you're talking about
their podcast and had them pick the win.
But that's the point is you're talking about a power 4 program with an elite name like Deion Sanders versus an FCS program. So at some point, there's no excuse why Deion can't go and fix that problem. But he's not.
Colorado is a power 4.
They're in a Power 4 conference.
They benefit from being a Power 4 conference. Nobody cares about Colorado football, and they didn't until he got there.
He's there now. He's not fixing the issue. He's there to fix Well, I don't want to talk about Deion no more.
He's there to win now. He's not there to fix the issues.
I mean, he already did though,
I was gonna
because
say, they've gotten
because
a lot
again, they weren't sending players to the NFL. They just had a top 5 pick come out of Colorado. When the last time y'all seen that?
Heisman Trophy winner.
And that was somebody that he brought with him from an HBCU. Like, let's be real. And then that further proves the point that the NFL
that same
overlooks
player
it.
was also originally signed to go with Florida State.
Yeah,
it don't matter because there's a lot of kids in
Wasn't he a
HBCUs
Florida
that
State
were
study
originally supposed to go somewhere in a P5 school. So what I'm saying is there's players that have gotten overlooked being at HBCUs, and what Deion did was he brought some kids with him and showed the world what they can do and had a top 5 pick. Now, if that don't tell you that he's doing a great job, I don't know what does.
I'm not saying that
Here
he's
is
not
my
doing a great.
Is he doing it? Is he? But he's not.
Here's my issue. Yes, he had a great one time. Now that run is gone. He is now having to build off of a new recruiting cycle. And it looks like he came up short. And when it comes to recruiting, it goes back to everybody knows Colorado used to recruit from California and Texas.
and
That's where they're came from. In Florida. Well, more California and Texas. He has to rebuild relationships that have gone away for decades. He has not done that. I know he from Florida.
You cannot. That's what I'm saying, Troy. If you're a coach, if you're a college football coach, and you're trying to recruit the state of Texas, you have to go in and build a whole damn relationship with those head coaches in those high schools, those private schools, or you ain't coming out with no kid from the state of Texas. You ain't coming out with no kid from the DFW area. You ain't coming out with no kid from H-Town, nor from East Texas, nor from Austin or San Antonio. You're lucky to get a kid to come out of Lubbock or El Paso if you really want them, but you have to build that relationship. And I know what you're talking about. Coach McCartney, when he was a head coach at Colorado, his main focus was to go into the inner city. He went into LA. You talk about an old white man that went into Los Angeles, California, into South Central. It got players like Bieniemy, Mike Pritchard,
from LA.
But you know what, you got. While all of that's true, but there is something administratively that has changed since then. The way Colorado built their program then is the same way Nebraska built their program and Tennessee built their program, and that was on Prop 48 players. Well, that's gone, and so they would get those guys who couldn't qualify and get them on campus and figure something out, and it didn't matter. Yeah, and then they built. Well, that's out now, and so you got to figure out a different way. You can't just show up, and now you are competing again. You talk about Deion, going and building those relationships in the state of Texas. He's also competing with Texas Tech, who's paying kids. What's their NIL budget? So again, while he can get the personality
there
kids,
is no budget. That's why they getting everybody.
He can get the personality kids. Can you get the kids that come in and have to develop kids, or the guys who just that I'm not here just because of Deion's personality. I'm here to play football, and I'm looking to go to the next level. Do I trust going over there with what he has put, from an offensive line standpoint, what he has demonstrated over the years? Am I going to go over there and get developed and be ready for the NFL? And right now, if I'm a high school head coach and you say, do I send them to Texas Tech or Texas or Oklahoma or Colorado?
The biggest
Colorado last on that list.
The biggest problem with Colorado going into Texas is because the kids got their pick of how many major universities are in Texas?
Let me name
a lot.
That they can pick. They don't have to leave home.
Texas, A&M, U of H. Hell, you can go to Rice. You go
Right.
to
SMU,
Tech,
TCU,
SMU,
like
SMU, TCU, Baylor,
Baylor,
Sam Houston,
North
it's just
Texas.
it's a lot.
It's a
So
lot.
the talent, they don't have to go far from home. They can be at the crib and make money.
But that's the same thing. But that's the same thing I said about Coach Jackson at Prairie View. You still got he from Texas, he from Houston. You got to go into them. You got to go into them schools to get them kids and persuade them to say we are building a program for you to come here and we can win. And I'm trying to send you to the league.
You know what's another thing that you gotta actually understand? Because being from Texas, man, I don't like cold weather. So your selling point better be high to get me to bypass all of these schools that are still in warm weather to go up in the mountains with the white folks and go play some football in Colorado. You gotta have a higher selling point than we building something.
And
at elevation.
That's why you see a lot of us. That's why you see a lot of our kids go out west to Arizona and California. That's why you see a lot of kids.
It's still warm. It's still a lot of people that look like us out there. I lived in Arizona. I've lived in California.
Another problem with going to play as a big person in Colorado is it's at elevation.
Yeah, it's hard to breathe.
It's hard
like your selling point gotta be high to get somebody to come out to bypass all of these other schools. Hell, I go to TSU before I go to Colorado.
Yeah.
We Texas Southern.
This is coming from somebody from Texas, though. Not saying, you know what I mean. I'm talking about the logistical problem that would be created if I was in high school and decided to go to Colorado when I live in Houston and TSU is 10 minutes from my mama house.
Yeah.
I'm from Dallas. I'm from Dallas. It's three major universities that I could go to within a 40-mile range.
Exactly.
Leave that there because we got a couple things to get out of here. First, we have a proposal for the FCS playoffs. There is a private equity company that says that most of the playoff participants are losing money to play in the playoffs. And as much as Mike likes to throw out that we should be involved in these competitions, they saying they losing money. Absolutely not. But this private equity group says that they can go in partnership with FCS playing schools, just kind of like similar to the CFP, and the schools will still own the playoffs, but they would invest private equity into the playoffs so that schools wouldn't lose money. But you are
losing money, though.
Exactly. My only reservation is, are HBCUs going to get an automatic qualifier and a home game? Because FAMU and Cookman moved their classic to play in these ragla-ass playoffs and got no benefit from it. That's one. Because remember, the Youngstown State game was in Canada Junior, in the cold, and FAMU should have been at home. They would have won another national championship, but I digress. The other thing is,
just don't fumble, you win. But that's a different story.
Other thing,
the Jim Tressel year, right?
Yep.
Yes. The other thing is, everybody keeps talking about this private equity. The Big 12 talked about private equity. All Florida State had talked about private equity. It has never come to fruition because there needs to be a return on investment. And when you have public universities, how are you going to get your money without the state approval? That's my thing.
You got to go out there and try to get it.
Look, from a competition, as a person who just love competition, I love the idea of being able to go out, compete against FCS competition. I would love to see an HBCU win. And again, at the D2 level, a couple years ago, we saw Cardinal Maynard take Winston-Salem State, and there's examples there. Here's the thing though. Even with private equity and trying to give you some money, do you think you still get the same level of exposure as a North Carolina A&T going and winning 3 consecutive HBCU national champions? Look at what happened to their enrollment as a result. And so A&T was thrust into the spotlight. Last week on our spaces, Troy, you were on it, where we had Dr. Faison from Edward Waters. He was on our spaces and talking about what the level of exposure that Edward Waters has had just by being at the D2 level as opposed to NAIA, and how enrollment has increased because football has been a front door. And so what I'm saying is we have a unique product. I don't think we have to try to kill ourselves to try to fit into somebody else's model because the ice is colder when the proof is in the pudding. If you can make it to a HBCU national championship game, the eyeballs on your product goes out the roof, and I think that would far exceed anything you're going to get from winning 1 or 2 games in the FCS playoffs, from my perspective.
Marlo?
I just think the premise of hosting a playoff game where you have to pay, what is it, $60,000
Yeah,
to
you got a
host,
bid on it.
that just doesn't make sense. Like you already putting up the facility, you're putting up all the infrastructure for the game, and now you got to pay into it, hoping you get it back at the gate.
And then guess what? Guess what, Marlo? Guess what? The NCAA takes what? Like 60%?
It's at the gate. Like I'm not gonna host the game and I gotta pay you and pay you again. It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, I just think it's Deion said it best. HBCUs make way more money doing classics than they do going to a playoff game. And that's just facts.
Yeah.
So
Jamal? Okay. Well, that means so before we get to the last topic, real quick, Russell Wilson has been benched this week
for Jackson Dart.
did y'all see the product they put on the field last week?
I mean,
when I lady, y'all can never
getting bids for a MAGA man would be enough for me to go home and retire.
That's just crazy. But
that is wow. You gonna say that like you ain't got a locker room full of black teammates, but I also know they don't care.
Yeah. Again, Jameis Winston should be starting, but that's just me. So something Dr. Faison posted it on Twitter, but there has been numerous D2 polls that do not have Edward Waters as the number 1 HBCU squad, and then there are regular D2 polls that don't even have them ranked, but they still have Virginia Union ranked.
At this point, it's the hate on Florida. I'm convinced.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that Edward Waters, the only thing they need to do is just keep winning. They keep winning, the recognition will come, the respect will come. Right now, they seem like they are heading in the right direction, and their squad is like a fledgling. They knew, really, if you think about it. Edward Waters football is pretty much new being competitive. So
yeah, in recent memory,
yeah. So once they I do believe they do have a winning coach. Coach Jenkins got them boys playing ball.
Yeah.
So all they got to do is keep winning. The recognition will come. I know they're not worried about it in house about what other people think about them.
No, they not.
And I see that just talking to their coach and people on their staff. Like they not worried about the outside noise.
Listen,
They gonna take care of their business.
two quick things. Number one, brand recognition matters. But number two, you know who's happiest about Edward Waters being ranked number 2 behind a team that they already beat? Brian Jenkins. And I can tell you that as a person who is, he covered the man for years, know the man, all that stuff. He thrives off of the disrespect and proving a point. And that's a guy who will not allow his team to get caught up in the rat poison, but will take every advantage he can to motivate his team. So if you ask Coach Jenkins, he'll tell you, privately off the record, he'll tell you this is exactly where he want to be.
The thing that I want to point out to everybody, they're 3-0 in D2 play with 1 million turnovers. Once they get it cleaned up, oh my God.
And 144 yards worth of penalties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Per game.
Just once they get it cleaned up, it's gonna be crazy.
And then guess what? The loss to Bethune-Cookman really don't count because they, everything is on a regional aspect with Division 2. So when the regional polls come out later on this year, you will see if Edward Waters continue to win, you'll see them up there. If Benedict continue to win, you will see them up there. Of course, the Virginia schools, one is going to have to cancel the other one out because they play each other at the end of the year. Let's not forget about Johnson C. Smith. Let's not take anything away from Albany State. You looking at those schools where a play here or play there, one school could be 3-0 and the other school could be 2-1.
Well, Albany State put 52 points up on Kentucky State. So, just some things. And matter of fact, Kentucky State went to the wire with Grambling. So just some things to think about. Now, every week we have some parting shots, and because I invited Jerry on as a guest, sir, you have the floor.
Well, no parting shots for me, Bethune-Cookman. We just a poor little church school on the beach, trying our best to compete. No, let me stop. No party shots. Seriously, I just want to thank you guys for having me on. I am excited about this week of SWAC play and just watching a good round of games. So I'm actually going to be good. I said everything that I had to say, but I'm just looking forward to games, SWAC teams against SWAC teams, and seeing where we are at the end of Saturday night. That's all for me.
Nice and safe. See, that's the good Christian people when they come on the show. All right, so listen. Every week, this is a risk. I don't know what's going to be said. I don't know how far.
I know you ain't talking about me, so it's definitely Marlo.
Hello, sir. What you got for us this week?
Oh, well, I am definitely ready for some more football. We have a lot of good games that are going to take place this weekend. I'm very interested in it. I'll be traveling this week, headed to Dallas. So I'm probably going to try to check out that game, the HBCU game that's there. But I want to see how FAMU at full strength looks against a formidable opponent. And that'll be the tale of the tape, where the program is headed, where the program can go. I think we have the pieces in place. I just think we need to put it on the field. So I really want to see what they do against Alabama State. Edward Waters playing Morehouse. That's going to be a good game. I think Edward Waters will win that game, but that's why we play the game. It's a lot of good games this weekend, so I'm just ready for some football. I want, the kids to come out healthy and safe. That's my foremost hope and want. And I usually would end with a different kind of parting shot, but since we have guests, I'm gonna just say, forget that school in Daytona. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's it. Everybody be safe. Hug your loved ones. Time is short, so make it important.
Wow, that that was different.
See,
Doc, what you got for us this week? Oh no, this the one. This yeah, it's that week. Hold on, let me put this going on now.
I know we're not supposed to interrupt this section because of what it is, but what color blue does Doc have on in the background?
Oh wow, this my LED lights. They can't get no darker over it. They can't get no darker right here. So these are my LED lights right here. I ain't worried about that. This ain't meant for something. This is my favorite. This blue is my favorite color. I got my navy blue. I got navy blue and stuff right here. It's still a blue and white thing with us JSU babies. So anyway, first and foremost, I want to send out a quick prayer to all those that was affected yesterday by the shooting at the ICE detention facility here in Dallas. Happened yesterday morning, like basically when I was getting off of work. But hopefully, if they got the person, they, prosecute them to the fullest extent. And whatever his issue was about that, he killed 2 people, and I'm gonna say it just like this: may he rest in shit. Anyway, while I'm here, I know I'm from Dallas. Love to my city. We got good. It's football weekend here. It's football weekend. Got a ton of high school football games. See, Marlo, you come down here tomorrow, catch a high school football game. You'll see how we do it here in Texas. But we got State Fair Classic between Grambling and Prairie View. Back then, when I used to go, it was all about the bands. Now, in 2025, it's all about the actual game because it actually means something now. But as always, I have no fight in between either one of these teams right here. Other than having my nieces go to both schools simultaneously, I am going to enjoy myself with my turkey leg and my funnel cake and my Fletcher's corn dog and my lemonade. Wow. Both schools try to beat up on each other, and I have some great questions for each coach on Monday. And Coach Jackson, if you lose, you better not be sitting there looking like this. Other than that, Cowboys play the Packers Sunday night. So that means Michael Parsons get to come back down to Dallas for the first time in over a month since he's been traded to Green Bay. All I got to say is, Green Bay, you can rest your shit. It's still Cowboys by 40. And if we don't win, and as always, I'm going to dig up Jerry's mama, put her black dress on so we can go to his house and put him in a pine box. And last but not least, it is SU Hate Week. I can care less about that school in Scotlandville. I can care less. I don't even look. I'm not even calling by their name. The school in Baton Rouge. Oh, my bad. Baton Rouge Tech. My bad. Southern High School. Well, they do got a high school on their campus, Southern Labs, but I think Southern Lab is better than that damn university in football right now. And that's bad. I still just want to know which color blue you gonna have on Saturday. Why we gotta, why our fans gotta walk a long ass way to get to y'all Raggedy Stadium? Other than y'all done put some flickering lights up and fix your field. It still look like a third world country over in Scotlandville.
Dang.
Let me know when y'all get tired of us whooping y'all ass, because we going for 7 in a row. Going for 7 in a row. And I don't know if Greg's gonna be on the hot seat after this. I don't know. But all I do know is FTP. Fucking people. JSU by 40. Be easy.
Wow. Just tell us how you really feel. Oh man. All right. So it's a lot of chatter on the internet. It is not Miami Hate Week. It is Wahoo Week. That's all that need to be said. I know they podcasters ain't gonna bet their eyebrows. I'm not. I just talk. I'm just talking. They're not gonna do it. That being said, I acknowledge every day that I'm very blessed. And one of the reasons that I know I'm blessed is for a lot of you who follow the podcast, you know that I found out I got prostate cancer the day after I found out I was diabetic from my brand new black doctor, right? So on the 19th, my black doctor closed his practice. He had only been in business a little over 11 months before he decided to close his practice. He's working at another practice, so he's fine. But I just find it interesting that I had 4 other doctor's appointments a year and a half before I went to him. And the only reason that I went to him is because I was itching and couldn't figure out why. I'm so blessed that God allowed me to see the right black doctor at the right time after never having a Q1C test or a PSA test. Had he just, you're a black man, I need to make sure you're okay in taking that PSA test, which was 54, when it should have been like under 13. My PSA was 54. If he had not taken that test, I probably would be in dire straits right now. We have a whole treatment plan. I'm going to have surgery in December. All of that because I went to my black doctor. I'm blessed because I had talked about getting a black doctor for like 2 years in the Bay Area. The ones that are here, it is difficult to get into them. They are like booked up solid. And I just happened to get to the one guy that was available that could take care of all my issues. Now he's going out of business. If that ain't blessing, I don't know what is. I'm blessed. I'm covered. So I'm very thankful for what I have, the people that I'm surrounded with, the people I get to work with, the people that I get to meet. I'm very blessed every day. My family, my friends, I'm blessed and covered. That being said, hug your loved ones. Tell them the things that you think they can wait later. Tell them now. Don't wait. Men, get checked. If they are not doing the things that you think they need to do, speak up for yourself. You are your best advocate. You haven't had diabetes tests, prostate exam, a exam. Speak up. Don't wait till too late. We've got too many examples of people that look like me that waited too late and they are gone. My son's favorite superhero is no longer with us. Let that sink in. As always, you with love.
Get your COVID check too.
He always says that I pick him last so he can say something. And to be honest, I enjoy it when he says something. Jamal, what you got for us this week?
Honestly, I was gonna go in one direction earlier, and then I changed my mind because I think I'm just exhausted with the current political climate and everything that's going on. I think I'm gonna piggyback off what I said last week. Black folks, this ain't our fight. This ain't got nothing to do with us. The right has been itching for a civil war, and now they got one. It's just the war isn't being played out the way they want to play out because they only know one type of war to fight, and that's with guns, violence, and on the battlefield. I remember, I want to say it was when Biden ran, or it might have been the second Obama run, and they said that they were fighting for the soul of America. Well, the soul of America has been gone for a very long time. The soul of America was gone when we made this turn where we put profit over people. The soul of America was gone when we allowed lobbyists and companies, artificial people, to determine how we would how we would live in this country. Soul of America is gone. It's not coming back. Honestly, as a black person in America and a historian by trade, I like to argue that America never really had a soul to start with. That's just where we are. So to all the folks that look like me, talk like me, get their hair cut like me, stay out the way. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Let them duke it out, let them figure it out. And if they don't figure it out, we'll be okay. We survived worse and been kicked out of nicer places. Sports wise, Unrivaled is loading. They're doing player hints again, 2 new clubs. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can make it down to Miami this year to see a game. And make Troy meet me down there. Bring the blonde hair lady with you. But it's going to be exciting. We're in that good part of the year where we got college football. Basketball is on the way. We got WNBA playoffs. Lakers media day is like next Thursday, so I'm excited for the NBA to be back. Zion Williamson looks like a whole new person. I still have zero faith in that man playing anything above 37 games, but hey, he's skinny now, so let's see what happens. Him and Luka decided they weren't taking y'all fat jokes no more. That last season that y'all was gonna call them fat and get away with it. And my parting shot, and this is honestly my parting shot, I am no longer arguing with nobody who didn't know that Angel McCoughtry was a dog when she was playing basketball.
Woo!
If your entry point to basketball, and especially women's basketball, was a player in Iowa that could shoot logo threes, and that was the first time you had seen it, I ain't talking to you no more because Teresa Weatherspoon was shooting logo threes in 97. Nikki Teasley was dropping logo threes in 2001. You can no longer say nothing else to me. And to the brigade that sat on the internet and tried to hard down argue that Asia Wilson didn't deserve her 4th MVP, you don't know ball. And I'm no longer arguing with you. You can't argue if the conversation for MVP starts with, okay, is anybody better than this player right here? Then you already know who's gonna win the MVP. Is there anybody in the league that is a better player than Asia Wilson right now? And the answer is absolutely no. She lost. She was out 5 games with a concussion, and the team absolutely played horrible. Fee was out for 3 games with a high ankle sprain because her coach decided to leave her into a game where they was already up 30 points, and they kept winning. Why? Because the de facto leader on that team is Courtney Williams. It is not Fee. I said here, I tweeted, I stand by what I said. She ain't a killer, she not MVP, and them doing a co-defensive player is peak whiteness. And I am no longer arguing with y'all. I'm done. I ain't out. Y'all got it. But other than that, I ain't gonna say what I normally say because we got guests. But we all know how I feel. Crash out when people got you up. Donald Trump and punch Nazis. I'm Lord Jamal. See y'all on Thursday.
You know, that just warms my heart. It's nice to have guests. It is nice to have guests. And we got a chance because it came on later in the podcast. We acted up early and we was on our best behavior, or as best as we can be, at the end. So again, I want to thank everybody. As always, if you are not following Fat Mouth Sports, go to our YouTube page, watch.fatmouthsports.net. Jared, where can the people find you?
You can find me at hellwildcats.com right there. Find us on Spaces on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. Love to have you come on, give your opinion about anything related to HBCU football. Obviously, we focus on Bethune-Cookman, but we make room for anything you want to talk about, including your favorite team. If not on Spaces on Sunday nights, again, hellwildcats.com, we cover the latest and greatest for Bethune-Cookman football. And again, I'm a guest, so I got nothing but love for everybody.
he said greatest and Bethune in the same sentence.
Yeah. Y'all have
Being nice. This is my first trip. I'm gonna be nice the first time in the house. Next time I'm walking in with mud on my feet.
In other words, he about to do a Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.